I work at a mid-sized company, and my job is pretty straightforward. I'm responsible for preparing internal reports that keep everyone informed about how our department is doing. It's a role that demands accuracy, attention to detail, and integrity, because these numbers don't just sit in a spreadsheet, they influence decisions, budgets, and sometimes even careers. A few weeks ago, things got complicated. My boss, who's been under a lot of stress lately due to some company-wide pressures, called me into her office. She didn't come out and say it directly, but the message was clear. She wanted me to adjust some of the numbers in my upcoming report. In other words, fudge the data just enough to make our department look better on paper. I'll be honest, that moment made me feel uneasy. It wasn't an outright command, but the implication was there: manipulate the truth. I knew it was unethical, and worse, if anyone found out, it could backfire badly, not just on me, but on the whole team. But at the same time, I didn't want to create a confrontation or risk my job by outright refusing, so I decided to handle it smartly. I went back to my desk and completed the report exactly as the data showed, no tweaks, no adjustments. Then, when I submitted it, I made sure to CC my boss and send the report up the chain of command. I also saved every email, every message related to that request, just in case. Sure enough, the leadership team noticed something was off. The numbers in my report didn't match the rosy picture my boss had painted earlier in meetings. Questions started pouring in. When they asked my boss about the discrepancy, she immediately tried to shift the blame onto me, saying I misunderstood her instructions and didn't follow her request. But here's the thing, everything was in writing. I had all the emails, the original data, and the final report with timestamps to prove that I had done exactly what I was supposed to do. When I shared all this with HR, it became clear who was telling the truth. In the end, my boss was gone. Officially, she resigned, but everyone in the office knew it wasn't voluntary. The manipulation attempt had backfired on her. I never raised my voice or made a scene. I just did my job right, stuck to my principles, and let the truth do the talking. Sometimes, the best way to fight back is simply by being honest and professional.